Good evening, everyone, from Nicholson Stadium, Methuen, Massachusetts, where tonight the Chelmsford Lions and the Methuen Rangers are about to do Merrimack Valley Conference football battle. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, and tonight, Howie, after last week, we've rested up. We've had a few days after that big Chelmsford Drake-it scoring match.
Right, that was quite an entertaining game to do and to see. I hope you enjoyed it during the week. Tonight, you might see a very similar type of game, at least from the Chelmsford end. We come in with Methuen being 0-3. The Lions are 2-0 in the league, undefeated, and they put on a lot of points last week.
Yeah, the difference, I agree with you, Howie. The difference is Methuen not scoring many points, and that's why they're 0-3.
Right. I think they're a program in transition, second year, new coach, and they just haven't got clicking yet, but I think they will.
Okay, let's set up tonight's game with an interview with head coach Bruce Rich and his thoughts on the Methuen-Chelmsford football game. Okay, that pack is not quite ready yet, so we'll keep going and wait for that to come. As we were alluding, I think we're ready, so let's give it a go.
Kids are 0-2 now, but as I look at them, they seem really upbeat and really seem to have a good attitude. What's your feeling like coming into this game 0-2?
Well, we knew starting out the season that our third game, Lowell being our first league game, was the most important. And if we were to win 1 out of 3 of those games, that would be it. We're disappointed that we lost our first 2. We showed tremendous improvement from the first game to the second. So we're going in the right direction. These kids are fired up to play this next football game. And, of course, the league is tough, and you take one game at a time. But if we can pull off a win against Lowell, that could go a long way to possibly what may happen at the end of the season.
No doubt about it. Now, what do you think the differences are between the 2 teams you played prior to Lowell?
All 3 teams run the same place. They're all wing tee-based teams. The first 2 teams had terrific running backs. This Lowell team doesn't have the great running backs. They're good. All right, I'll take nothing from them. But the difference is they'll throw the ball more. All right, they have adequate quarterbacks. They have good receivers. They will open up and throw the ball more. The first 2 games, I think Gloucester and AB threw the 4 times each. And this game will be a little more wide open.
All right, well, we wish you best of luck, and hope we're supposed to have a great night on Friday, no rain, so it should be a fun night.
10,000 people easy.
Let's hope so. Thanks a lot, Bruce. All right, this is Jack Fletcher for CHS TV.
Welcome back, everyone, once again. Bruce Byam and Howie Neal. Howie, we're going with Jason Turner as our player interview tonight.
Right. Jason hasn't cracked the end zone with the pass reception yet. Chris Byrne and Mike Roberts did last week, but tonight maybe Jason will. So we'll go to have an interview with Jason Turner, number 6.
Hi, we're here with Jason Turner, who is a wide receiver on the CHS football team. Jason, you've been getting better every year. Were you expecting this good a season? Right now, you're the leading pass catcher on the team. Were you kind of expecting this?
Yeah, all 3 of us were pretty good last year that we all got playing time. So I thought all 3 of us can be pretty equal. So.
Now, did you work out I know Eddie played a lot of JV ball last year. Did you guys kind of work together?
We worked in with the JVA team. Yeah.
Now, last year, the JVA team seemed to get better and better every year. Towards the end of the year, got really good. Now, you think that's carried over here with you guys to this varsity season?
Yeah, our passing game's gotten a lot better now that we got used to the throwing and all that. And the running game's obviously going to be good. We'll still have Gil.
Okay, now how about this week coming up against Methuen? You expecting to, get the ball thrown a lot, or is it more towards a running type game for you guys offensively?
I'm expecting a little bit of both running and passing. It depends how the defense lines up on us and stuff. So our running game should be pretty good, and if they need to go to the passing, I think we should do pretty good.
Well, we want to wish you the best of luck. You've had a great year, and just keep it going.
All right, thank you.
All right, congratulations, Jay. All right, this is Jack Fletcher for CHS TV.
Let's hope that Jason does crack the end zone tonight, Howie. He gets his first TD pass of the season. A coach that doesn't get an awful lot of credit, that works real hard during the week, John King, and does some great things with the defense.
Right, and then he's up in the press box near us every week, telling Coach Souza what's going on and help Coach Souza call his defenses.
Let's talk to John King about those defenses for tonight's football game with Methuen.
Hi, we're here with linebacker coach, Coach John King for the Chelmsford High School football team. John, this week, fun game to watch. How much fun was it to coach in that game?
It seemed like the game was never going to end. It seemed to go on forever.
It was fun to watch, like some of their players, and they made some big plays as well as ours. But like on defense, like what went through everybody's mind when they started to rack up their points, probably in the second half?
Well, it was I think it was like 33-13 at halftime, and we had played pretty well. We had missed some opportunities, but like you said, we were in control of the game. And we put in some substitutes, and they're such a high-powered offense that they quickly scored some more points. And luckily, our offense was also high-powered, and they scored some more points back.
Now, how about coming up to Methuen? How do you keep the kids up playing a team that's like 0-3 or 0-4 coming into this week?
Well, these kids know that we play one game at a time. Our record, we do not think about what our record is. We don't look at what their record is. Our goal is to go out and win one game, this game Friday night.
Well, we want to wish you the best of luck. The kids look great. They're getting better every week, so we wish you the best of luck this week, and I think we're going to be a fun team to watch down the road.
Yeah.
All right, good luck. All right, this is Jack Fletcher for CHS TV.
It's a long one.
Johnny works hard with those linebackers, and let's hope that they are able to stop the rushing and passing game of Methuen tonight.
Right.
And one of the people that did stop the passing game a little bit for Drake last week was Matt Sheridan, kind of set the tone for the beginning of that game.
Yes, he did. Matt did a nice job. 2 weeks ago, Andy Everly had a nice pass interception return for a touchdown. Last week it was Matt's turn, 60-yard touchdown return on an interception. Really set the tone. So we'll go to a interview with Matt Sheridan.
Hi, we're here with Matt Sheridan, who is a defensive back for the CHS football team. Matt, last week you ran back a interception all the way. What'd that feel like?
It was pretty awesome. You know, first pick of the season, second pick for our team, second touchdown for our team. It was just great.
Now, how about playing Drake at that bombs away kind of a team? Is that the challenge you kind of like?
Yeah, because it gives us more of an opportunity to pick it off and stuff.
Now, how did you like the fact that they were 45 points? That's a lot of points, but when you look, that was really was it as a fun game to play in as it was to watch?
It was fun at first. We made some big stops. They didn't score they had 14 drives, but towards the end of the game, they just tore us apart.
Well, I thought it was kind of fun. I just thought that they had some pretty good players that were receivers, and you guys did a very good job. What are you kind of expecting this week coming up with Methuen? Are you looking for them to pass to put the ball up in the air like Drake did, or more like a run-orientated team?
I'm pretty sure they're a run-oriented team, but they probably saw the weaknesses that Drake saw, and they'll probably expose some of those.
Well, we want to wish you the best of luck, and you guys just keep improving every week, and I think you're going to be a fun team to watch down the line. All right, this is Jack Fletcher for CHS TV.
Okay, we're back once again. Bruce Byman, Howie Neald. Howie, Matt, as we said, did a nice job, and he's going to have to do that again tonight and further on down the line.
Right. I think the Lions will jump out quick, and Methuen will put the ball in the air, so Matt will have that opportunity.
Right. Howie, at this point, we usually go to our predictions, and we're going to go to that, and then we follow those up in most cases with highlights of last year and last week. Having a little trouble with those packs, and I can understand last week's difficulty. Trying to condense 3-4 minutes for 3 hours of action into 3 or 4 minutes. Not an easy thing to do.
No, it isn't.
How do you see this game playing
Predictions,
out?
I predict the Lions 35-7, and I think I'm being kind, but that's what I'm going with.
And I'm very similar to yours, Howie. I said 39-6, and I just don't see Methuen being able to stop Chelmsford's offense. They're having real difficulty scoring points, and not to put them down, but they're struggling right now.
They are. They haven't quite found themselves yet, and hopefully they will after tonight.
And that's right. That would be a good time to find it. Chelmsford's on an uptick, and let's see if we can stay undefeated in the Merrimack Valley Conference.
Yeah, exactly.
For Howie Neal, this is Bruce Byam. Thank you for joining us. Kickoff is coming right up, so stay with us. An exciting Merrimack Valley Conference competition about to begin. Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone, and welcome once again to Nicholson Stadium in Methuen, Massachusetts. The Chelmsford Lions and the Methuen Rangers are getting set to do Merrimack Valley football battle. The Lions are huddled around head coach Bruce Rich in the end zone, and the Methuen Rangers are just about ready to make their way onto the field even as we speak. We have a beautiful night for football. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, and Ronna Berman working the numbers. And congratulations to Ronna on last week's football game. Her numbers were almost absolutely perfect, Howie. They were really
right on the money. By their senior captains.
We are right below a loudspeaker here in Methuen, and it's going to be, I'm sure, a feedback in this game. Here comes Methuen on the field. Chelmsford has come on the field. Field looks nice. The evening is nice. Little breeze picking up. Methuen comes into this football game winless, 0-3, while the Lions are coming into the game having won their last two, defeating Lowell and Brackett. And the Lions certainly can't let down tonight. They have to put a team like this away, have to win this football game to get on to play the Andovers, the Billrickas, Lawrence Sentinels down the road.
Right, exactly, Bruce. This is a game that they may not be mentally up for, but they have to be, because you never know with this team. The Methuen Rangers have nothing to lose, and they can come out and put a little crimp in the Lions' plans here.
Methuen Rangers captains are getting set. The Chelmsford Lion captains are getting set to go out to the midfield. Number 16, Keith Kubiak. Number 45, Matt McLean.
71.
Number 58, Matthew Alemo. Number 71, Roger Peralta. And number 88, Matthew Alemo.
Yeah. And for the Lions, you have Chris Byrne, number 99. Eddie Rich, number 11. Greg Carilla, number 46. Let's see, who else we got here?
We have Eric Pichette, 59.
Right.
Wes McEnany.
Wes McEnany, 31. And number 70
is Mike Lubrano.
Mike Lubrano, that's right.
It's going to take a little while for these guys to introduce themselves out there.
Exactly. It could be a late start.
The Lions coming off that victory against Dracut last week, where they scored
keep your players in line. Same with you, Methuen.
All right, we've got
it has to come to one of us. It might be a flag. You don't want that. I have a $50 heads, tails. Call it up loud so Mr. Brown and everyone else can hear it.
Tails. Call tails.
It's a head. You've won the toss, Methuen. We'll take the ball. Methuen wants the ball. What goal would you like to defend? Put your back straight.
Yeah.
As you heard, Methuen has won the toss. They have elected to receive the opening kickoff, which will be coming up in just a moment.
The Rangers will receive the ball to begin tonight's game.
We are going to pause for the national anthem.
Defense.
Here comes our defensive starting lineup.
All right, we have Matt Navaco, number 15, Wes McEnany, number 31, Andy Everly, number 7. Out of the defensive back crew.
Presenting our colors from
Greg Kinney, Brendan Farley, Eric White.
Cadet Darren Drago.
We're getting ready for our national anthem.
Flanagan. Cadet William Hansen. Cadet Emily Okaida. And Cadet Rosemary Traverso. Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you continue to rise and remove your hats as the Methuen High Ranger Marching Band plays our national anthem. Thank you, and good luck to both teams tonight.
Nice job by the Methuen marching band, and the teams are going to huddle one more time around their prospective head coaches, and they'll be ready to go. And will happen. Chris O'Neill has towed the ball up for the Lions, and let's see if we can get a couple of numbers back deep for.
All right, we have number 1. One of the deep backs is number 1.
And that's Dennis Cassidy.
And this other receiver looks like number 26.
And if it is, that's Tom Bennett. And it's coming down.
Number 20.
One of the up men. And he takes the ball back up to the 37-yard line. Number 20 is John
Barubi on the
Barubi.
return.
Barubi on the
Brings the kickoff up to about the Ranger.
So the Rangers will
37-yard
start
line. Rangers
first
will
and
take
10
over.
from
First
the
and 10.
37-yard line. First time we've gone on defense right away, Howie. The
Yes, it is.
quarterback is their captain, Keith Kubiak. One of the things I've noticed already about Methuen is that their numbers seem to be down. There aren't too many Methuen Rangers out there on the sideline.
No, there aren't, Bruce. They seem to be about 33 or so.
Yeah. Kubiak is the quarterback. Call signals, runs the option, hit, and it's fumble. The ball is loose, and the Lions are going to fall on it, and they're going to get great field position inside the 20.
Joe Hall, number 96, recovers the fumble.
Let's see if we can get a pickup on who that was
Caused the
coming
hit.
through.
Was it Greg Kinney, number 52?
I think it was, Howie. He blasted Kubiak, and he, just as he was pitching the football, and the Lions are in great field position on the 17-yard line, 18-yard line, first and 10, Chelmsford.
Not a tough way to start. That was intended to be a speed option to the offensive left, and great penetration by the Lions caused the fumble. I think it was Greg Kinney that hit the quarterback just as he was about to pitch it.
The tailback is Bobby Gill. The up back is Mark Trahan. And coming through is Gill, and he blasts ahead down to the 11-yard line.
Number 24, Bobby
Pickup
Gill
of
on the
7
carry,
on the
wrapped
play.
up by number 45, Matt McLean.
And that will set the Lions up with a second down and,
On the play.
well, we'll call it 4. Let's give them 6
Second
on
and
that
4
carry.
for the Lions at the Ranger 12-yard line.
Quarterback is a person that was able to complete passes last week for 4 touchdown
Four
passes.
touchdown passes. Eddie Rich.
Eddie Rich was
I think we're going to see just some vanilla offense here this first series, especially down with great field position.
he rolls out, and just as we say that, it's thrown into the end zone. Did he catch it? He did.
Did.
Touchdown.
Jason Turner.
Jason Turner
Number
in the
6.
pregame show. Boy, we're getting pretty good at this pregame show. Last week we
That
got
was-
Bobby Gill started, and
Right.
Number 6, Jason Turner.
an
Okay.
11-yard touchdown pass for the touchdown.
Take a 6-0 lead.
Eddie Rich continues hot.
Remaining in the first
Eddie
quarter.
Rich, fake crunch, fake power right, bootleg left, and he hit Jason Turner just over the goal line. A great catch by Jason, diving, getting his arms under the ball to prevent it from being trapped. Nice catch by Jason.
So in 2 plays, the Lions have scored. This is Chris O'Neill, and he adds the 7th point, kicks it right out of the stadium, and the Lions break on top with less than a minute by a score of 7-0. I'm sorry, we're going to keep it right here this time, and Howie, that's a way Methuen could not afford to start the game.
No, it isn't. It's 54 seconds. They're already down 7 points. They've had 1 snap of the ball. It's not a good sign for the Rangers at the moment.
I have to compliment Eddie on that pass and Jason on the reception. They both, the ball was thrown well, and Jason made an excellent, as you said, cradled it right under his hands.
And it was really the only spot that Eddie could throw it. The defender was right there.
Yeah.
It was a good spot.
So we're going to do this again as we just did about 55 seconds ago. And this time it looks like Peter Lynch in to kick it off.
Yes, it is.
Peter did a nice job last week, and he does another nice job knocking it down to the 5. This is
number 26.
Coming back up the field
Is that,
from Methuen, number 26. That's Tom Bennett, the ball carrier. Stopped on the 28-yard line, first and 10.
Nice return, a good 23-yard return.
Bennett showed a little speed coming back up the football field. Once again, Kubiak, the quarterback, will try to identify some of his running backs. We didn't get a chance to on the last series.
Right, the fullback was number 45 for the Rangers, and that's Matt McLean.
Right.
One of the captains.
They show a 3 wide set to the right. One back in the backfield. Kupiak fires it out to the sideline, and it's going to be hit for a loss out there.
Same in number 26 again. To Bennett, Tom Bennett.
Everly on the stop for Chelmsford.
All right, here's the replay. It's a quick pass, and it's actually it's pretty close to being a lateral.
Right.
Yeah, so that ball could have been live had it been dropped or overthrown.
Loss of 1 on the play, 2nd and 11 now from the 26-yard line. Just underway in the first quarter. Methuen's second offensive possession.
Drake, Methuen seems to want to do things similar to Drake-it, but
Yeah.
I think the Lions are going to be much more prepared today.
It's a handoff coming back up the middle. Gain of maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's number 45, Matt McLean, on the ball carrier.
McLean gets the ball back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a 3rd and 10 for Methuen.
Kubiak's going to be a tired young man. He keeps coming over to the sideline for each play.
And that takes away a lot of the time, and it's already the play has been blown into action.
Well, we got third and a short 10
Yep.
for a long 9. And the Rangers are coming out with trips to the bottom of the screen. Single receiver to the top of the screen.
Lions with a 4-man front. Kubiak back to pass, tries to hit the quick one, it's incomplete.
Try the intended screen inside to Bennett. I'm sorry, not Bennett. Yes, it was Bennett,
Yeah,
26.
it was. Yeah.
Seems to be the go-to guy here. He's deep back on the kickoff returns, and he's the intended receiver on two pass attempts.
So Sean Brady is back deep now for the Lions to receive the punt from Methuen. Anastasi, the punter, standing at his 16-yard line. High snap, gets the kick off, short kick, and it's going to hit at about the 50, bounce forward. Good Methuen bounce, and Sean Brady did the wise thing and let it go. Methuen got the bounce down to the Lion 37 line where they will start at 1st and 10. On the clock. Opening minutes of the first quarter, the Lions with their second offensive possession. Offset back to the right. Gill comes counters back to the left. He's got a lot of room out there. He's down the sideline. We've got a flag on the play, though. Bobby cuts it up to the 40, but I think this one's coming back.
We're going to probably have a block in the back. As
the sideline crew was hustling down the field.
They were.
So this one's going to come back. Nicely blocked play, nicely run by Bobby, but the Lions going to be pushed back here.
We got a hold. All right.
So this will push the Lions back 10 yards from the spot, which will create a 1st down and 17 now for the Lions.
Let's see if we can give you the offensive line. Dave Welch at right tackle. Nate Landry's the center. I got to see the left guard, number 70. Left guard is Mike Sullivan.
31-yard line now, Chelmsford.
Right tackle, right guard, Mike Lebrano. And I got to catch the left tackle.
I think it's Brendan Gill over there.
Brendan Gill, that's
right.
Correct.
Again, Gill, the ball carrier, fights for yardage, picks up about 4 on the play. Going to be a 2nd down and 11 for the Lions.
And we have Chris Byrne as one end.
Bobby Gill has started to pile up some nice statistics, how he's coming off that dynamite 5-touchdown game against Drake-it last week.
Yes, he's the offense is starting to gel, and he's starting to get his running lanes, and he has great speed, and once he gets into the secondary, it's off to the races. Looks like the Lions just called a timeout.
Yeah, Chelmsford has taken a timeout.
Serge De Silva's in at fullback in place of Trahan for this series, or this play here.
Nice that the Lions are able to mix up certainly the pass and the run now, which is going to make it more difficult to defend them.
Right.
They're starting, as you said, to come together offensively, and they're going to need to as their big games are down the road.
And I think I brought it up in the Lowell game that the defense a lot of times in the early going is ahead of the offense.
Right.
Now the offense is starting to work together as a unit, and that's making a big difference.
I think Methuen's got 12 players on the field. It's a pitch back.
Right,
it's a fleet like
Jason.
a wide open is Jason Turner. Just catch it, Jason. He's got it. Now can he outrun his defenders to the 10, to the 5.
There
Touchdown.
he is.
Counselor touchdoon. Let's see. That was thrown from the
That was
line of scrimmage
about
to
the
30.
40-yard line. I
Yep.
think the
63-yard touchdown.
about a 63-yard. Here it is. Here, it's a little cherry picker back to Eddie Rich from Bobby Gill. Jason Turner just got behind everybody. Puts a nice move on right here to avoid that one tackler, and he gets into the corner of the end zone. And Jason, who we talked about it before the game,
Wow.
not having cracked the goal line,
Yeah,
has
2
done
for
it
2.
twice in
Miss O'Neill
under 4 minutes.
is good, and the Lions add the 14th point. The Lions have just scored on their second offensive possession on a 63-yard flea flicker TD from Eddie Rich to Jason Turner. And who are we going to select for next week's style, Howard?
I don't know. We'll have to think about it here. I think Serge.
Serge?
Serge De Silva.
Okay, we'll give him an early nomination.
Trahan has scored. Gill has scored.
Got to get Serge on the board. Peter Lynch has it teed up at the 40-yard line. Nice high kick.
Down to Bennett.
15. Bennett drops it. The Lions are there. Bennett is tripped up.
Nice play. Nice tackle. Matt Sheridan, number 21.
Matt
Right
Sheridan
on the
down there.
24-yard line.
Excuse me, down there quickly, and as you said, tripped them up. 24-yard line. 1st and 10 for Methuen. And I just don't think it could have started worse for them.
No.
A fumble, 2 touchdown passes, a 3 and out. Kubiak, their quarterback, calls signals. They come out in a I formation this time. Calls signals, pitches, and fumbles it again, and covers it
That's
up this
still
time,
loose.
I
I think the Lions have it. I think the Lions have it.
I thought he jumped on it, but
Yes.
Chelmsford has the football one more time on the 23-yard line.
All right, here's the replay. It's a toss, and the tailback just didn't look it into his hands. And then there's a scramble. The first one I saw, I think in there was Pichette, Eric Pichette, but I'm not sure if Eric picked it up, got to it or not, because then he was covered over by a swarm of players.
Pat McLean now has dropped the ball twice, and first one might not have been his fault, but that was a good pitch.
That
He
was a
just
good pitch,
Took his
yeah.
eyes, maybe looking upfield a little bit. So the Lions are in business once again with great field position. 1st and 10, 23-yard line.
All right, here they are in their trips look out here.
And we have a
Motion
flag.
penalty.
Yep.
Flag on the play.
So this is going to penalize the Lions 5 yards, 1st and 15.
Ball starting
That's
against
one of the-
Chelmsford. That's a 5-yard penalty.
That's one of the dangers of this game. They jumped out in front quickly, and now they may have lost a little bit of their edge, and they're getting sloppy. And it's only the first quarter. It's only the first 5 minutes of the first quarter. So they have to sharpen up a little bit.
We are on a pace to break the record again of length of game and points here, Howie. This is
Well, the good thing is that, good from our perspective,
Right.
that Methuen hasn't moved the ball as well.
all right. Eddie Rich tosses it out and dropped it. That a lateral?
That's pretty close. Not the referee
They're
hasn't
calling it
blown
a
a whistle.
lateral.
Yeah, and Methuen has recovered.
I had a tough time seeing that as a lateral from up here. That really looked like a forward pass to me. But the referees aren't going to say that. They're going to say 1st and 10 for Methuen. So that's a fumble on the Lions.
The Rangers will take over at their own 30-yard line.
They
That's a
start
Ranger
from
first down.
their own 29-yard line. So the Lions, as you said, comes easy, too easy maybe sometimes.
Yeah, I think
Too
they.
easily. Kubiak back in to call signals. He has McLean behind him. McLean shifts. He has 2 wide receivers to his left, 1 to his right. And it's a pitch. Kubiak has it this time, gets a block, turns the corner, picks up some yardage that time. He's got a good block out there for that play.
Now this is, that's Matt McLean, 45. Kubiak's a quarterback, right?
Right.
Nice quick toss. McLean coming out here. Shows a little speed, does a nice job getting around some of the Lions defenders. And
Wes
finally
McEnany
tackled
on
by
attack.
McEnany
Right.
for their first down of the game.
So Methuen gets a first down. Cross to the 41-yard line, their own 41-yard line.
It's good for the quarterback. He doesn't have to run as far to the bench for the next play right now.
Needs a speaker in the helmet. This is McLean again, fights for yardage, bounces off a couple.
Okay, they faked us out. That was number 41, the running back that time, and it's Mike Jenkins. Is that
Jazokis.
Jazokis,
right.
Okay, it seems to me they've had a Jazokis here almost every year.
It's
that
must
we've
be a
been
big
doing this.
family. It's a lot of Jazokises out there. That's
Yes,
right, for
yeah.
a long time.
Right.
Picks up about 4 on the play.
Yeah.
2nd and 6.
As I recall, we'll take a look here. Methuen, I think, traditionally has had very big line splits.
And a timeout taken by Methuen, I believe. The official took the timeout, and we're going to see why.
The official, they're
going over to talk to Jack Fletcher on the
talking
sideline.
to the ADs over there. I think it has something to do with the.
Ladies and gentlemen, while we have this official timeout, the fifth.
I think the
Sunday.
sideline cameraman has been.
Yeah, I think we're going to be evicted down there, Howie.
I think they want him to be away from the coaching staff because they're afraid the microphone's picking up the play.
Yeah, the point well taken. They don't. They have a right to their sideline, and
exactly.
We're trying to bring you the best shots we can. So no timeout for either team. Officials timeout. We're winding up the clock with 5 minutes and 50 seconds counting in the first quarter.
We have a nice view from up here. This is a nice vantage point for this game.
We're outdoors tonight, which we're not usually, but we are. It's a great night to be outdoors.
Preparation for Haverhill, isn't it?
That's
Aren't we
right.
outdoors at Haverhill too?
Nice fake by Kubiak. He has a receiver wide open, and he juggles it and drops it. Wow, that was Dennis Cassidy.
Dennis Cassidy.
Matt Navaco on the coverage, but Cassidy had him beaten.
Yes, he did.
That was a nice fake into the, you could see their scheme a little bit, try to get the running game and then spring the receiver.
Sure. You know, it's looking at this, it looks like they've been a team of tough breaks. They may be 0-3, but they certainly have people in the right places.
Yep.
They just haven't been executing or having a tough break here or there.
They opened up with Concord Carlisle, a very good football team, and played them tough. Did a nice job with them. In fact, I think it was an overtime, if I'm not mistaken.
Concord played tough against Acton last week.
Right. Timeout, Methuen.
Fans, I can see them walking through the crowd. The Ranger Booster Association members telling the brand new Ranger programs are just
We
make sure you pick one up.
have a situation where Methuen really desperately needs to pick up a first down, not turn the ball back to the Lions immediately. Kubiak has his play from the sideline. His captain, co-captain Matt McLean joins him.
McLean replaces Jazokis.
Right.
We draw that winning ticket at halftime.
This Jazokis is a junior, so we're going to see him again next year. Kubiak has 2 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Lions shift on defense. Motion man is Duggan. Kubiak looks for Duggan, throws it deep for Duggan. He's out there, he's got it, and he is going to take it into the end zone. Methuen is on the board. Beautiful pass from Kubiak to the motion man, Duggan.
Excellent pass, nice play, nice scheme.
If there's been one Achilles heel so far in the Lions, let's check the replay.
All right, you'll see Duggan just going down the sideline, and he just went right by our defender.
Why the Lions have that's one situation, and that's the fact that they're beaten on the pass quite a few times this year.
And that's a matter of knowing the situation. It was
Right.
3rd and 7, 3rd and 6.
You think that they're going to pass it. Here's a 2-point conversion. It's incomplete, so the Lions are going to maintain a 14-6 lead in the first quarter. Very similar to last week so far.
Exactly. And, probably the Methuen coaches came back from last week and said, hey, Drake moved the ball well by throwing these types of patterns,
Right.
flooding zones, deep, stretching the defenders in the vertical. And it seems to be an Achilles heel, as you mentioned. Gloucester did the same thing.
Right.
And Lowell tried it.
And it usually comes after a couple of successful running plays and then a fake and pass off the running play. And that's where the Lions have been hurt.
Right. And, we've said before, if defensive backs have to make the tackles, then the defense is in trouble. So they just got to stay back and play their zones, cover their receivers, and let the linebackers, people up front, take care of the running game.
Jazokis is the kicker. He line drives it down to Brady. Brady has trouble picking it up. Now he has it. He comes up the field and he's drilled at the 32-yard line, 27-yard line, excuse me.
Unfortunately, that little bobble of his got the wedge too far in front of him, and the Methuen coverage team was able to get around the wedge and put him in a sandwich.
So a big lift for the Methuen Rangers, scoring when they absolutely needed to, and the Lions now are going to have to respond to that.
Right.
And here comes Rich from the sideline. I think the Lions, a nice drive that consumed maybe 5-6 minutes here would be really what the doctor ordered for the Lions.
Through the end of the quarter here.
Yep.
5:17 left. Let's have a good 5-minute drive.
De Silva offset to the right. Gill the tailback. And it's Eddie rolling out, had his receiver wide open, and this is
Chris Byrne.
Byrne down the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So just when you thought the Lions might roll on the ball, Byrne completion from Eddie Rich. Eddie is 3 for 3.
He's starting to throw the ball very well. The running game is making it go. It's giving him some time. He's not having to throw from a come from behind situation as Methuen has had to.
Yep.
So this is a nice situation for the offense.
Big pass completion, taking the ball to the 25-yard line. About a 50-yard pass run. 48, excuse me. Right on the button with those
Quibble
numbers.
over 2 yards.
Yep, I know. From this far away. Bobby Gill bounces it to the outside, avoids a tackle, cuts it back, still on his feet.
And the ball, I thought I saw the ball get loose, but no. Good job by Bobby, keeping covered in a lot of traffic.
Pick up of 4 by Bobby.
Bobby kind of reminded me of a pinball there. He was getting bounced around. Did a nice job.
It'll be a 2nd down and 6 for the Lions. Once again, De Silva, the up back, he's offset to the left this time. Jason Turner wide to the right, and Eddie Rich calls a timeout. Something he didn't like, and he takes a timeout, comes over and talks to Dad on the sideline. Little dispute maybe on some of the chores last night. Lions are back. Eddie Rich rolls to his right, looks for a receiver, has no one, and finds someone now, and it's completed.
Byrne.
Chris Byrne again. What a nice target he has become. 1st down and goal at the 5-yard line.
Eddie did a nice job. Eddie really had the option to run. It was a soft corner. There was no pressure on him, but he opted to throw to Chris, and he threaded it right in there nicely.
He is right on the button tonight with his passes.
Wow,
so far
it's a beautiful
game.
night. There's hardly any wind.
Right.
And nice field conditions.
16-yard pickup. The Lions are moving quickly. They started this drive on their 27, and they're now down to the 5-yard line of Methuen.
We are on the stack with De Silva and Trahan up in front of Gill. And the Lions are unbalanced to the right.
Tight. Lions are in tight, too. They come back to the left. Gill bounces ahead down to the 1. So it'll be 2nd and goal from the 1. Pickup of 4 by Gill.
may see
Down
the
1 yard line, second and goal now for Chelmsford.
we may see your favorite play here.
My favorite, the old QB
But then again,
snake.
it might be time for surge.
Yep.
Surge to surge.
Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that it's going to be Bobby this time. I think they're going to give it to Bobby one more time.
Okay.
And then we'll, hopefully, if we don't
We've
score.
got number 33 in there in the is the middle back, and that's DJ Butler.
And Bobby Gill is in for the touchdown, a 2-yard touchdown. Nice blocks by both of those upbacks.
DJ Butler and Serge De Silva. All right, here's a crunch 7. Nice block by DJ in there just to get Bobby in the end zone. Serge opened the hole. DJ went through, blocked the inside backer. Bobby was able to get in.
Just created enough of a crease to get him in. Chris O'Neill attempting to add the 21st point out of the hold of Peter Francis. Andy Curtis is the snapper. Left-footed kicker, still has that cast. I know he wants to get rid of that thing, but it's not on his foot.
Oh.
And the 21st point is on the board for the Lions. 3:05 left to play in the first quarter. Very impressive march right there.
Oh, very impressive. They started in their own 34 or so. And
is about to kick off once again. Peter Lynch kicking off to Jazokas and number 1 Cassidy. We have 4 touchdowns already. We have played 8 minutes of football. See if we can break that record again. Peter Lynch really booms this one.
Good hang time.
Great hang time. It's Jazokas. He drops it, picks it up, starts back up the middle, and he's
Nice
taken
tackle.
down.
Number 42, Bob Dioria.
Dioria did a nice job there.
All right, here's the replay. Good hang time gives the coverage team time to get down there. Jazokas helps us out by bobbling the kick. And when he did pick it up, he only gained about 7 yards before he was tackled by Bob Dioria. Matt Sheridan just missed having a tackle prior to Dioria's.
So the Methuen Rangers will start 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line. Kupiak is their quarterback. Looks like Jazokas is the tailback.
Duggan is split down here to the bottom of the screen, number 8.
And the handoff is to Jazokas with a big hole coming up across the 35 to the 40. Has some room to the outside. And he is finally knocked out of bounds at midfield.
96, Joe Hall finally makes a tackle, but after a big gain, we got a trap up the middle, an excellent trap play by Methuen. Jazokas got in the secondary and turned on, showed some moves for a big guy. Nice straight arm there, and Joe gets by that tackler, and Joe Hall tackles him and brings him out of bounds.
Once again, Matt Sheridan making the tackle, and he made a lot of tackles last week, but that's not what you want.
Joe Hall.
Joe Hall, I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
You don't want your secondary making
No.
a lot of those tackles.
And Joe Hall had to come from his defensive end spot. So
1st and 10 Methuen, 49-yard line. Passed out to the right, left rather, and it's completed. And it's a big gainer for Methuen again.
Tackled by Eric White, number 41. Nice catch by number 84.
Ross O'Connor is the receiver.
Ross O'Connor. All right, here's the replay. A dive fake right, throwback. There's O'Connor wide open. Makes a nice move there to avoid that Lion tackler. And then gets tackled from behind by Eric White.
So 1st and 10 Methuen. They're coming back. Boy, this game is absolutely mirroring last week.
Right, it seems to be. It's the same colors.
Yeah, maybe that's it, the color blue.
Maybe it's that color blue.
Ball is on the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 Methuen. Jazokas, the back behind Kubiak. 2 wide receivers to the right, Duggan to the left.
Yeah. Duggan's double covered, the 2 wide receivers. Here we go.
Comes in motion, and nice play coming through.
And it's number 5. Zerbinopoulos. Justin was in there, made nice penetration, was able to grab the quarterback's foot and bring him down. Nice play by Justin.
Loss of 5, be a 2nd and 15. Justin really blew up that play. Very quickly coming through. 2nd and 5 for the Lions, 2nd and 15 for the Rangers. Ball is back now to the 38-yard line, 37-yard line. Kubiak sends. John Berube, number 20, to the wide to the right.
Duggan is split outside of him, and back here on the left side is Cassidy.
And it's a handoff to Jazokas coming straight up the middle, gains about 2 on the play.
All right, here's the replay. Another trap. And that time the trap was not as successful on Justin that time. Justin was able to close down. I think it was Justin. Number 5 was in the gap, made the tackle.
3rd down.
Or it was Eric Bichette. Now
14.
I'm getting pretty bad. I can't tell the difference between Justin and Eric.
It's not you, it's the eyes that are
It's
getting
the eyes?
weaker.
Okay. Well, Eric's got a 5 on, and so
Yep.
doesn't Justin. I mean, that's a good excuse.
Jazokas goes in motion. Long count. Kubiak back to pass. He's being
Screen.
rushed. And it's thrown and tipped. And
it is intercepted by Carrillo.
I believe.
Yes. It was tipped by 2 defenders, and finally Greg Carrillo was able to corral it. And
That's Carilla Corral.
that's right. Here's the replay, and you'll see it tipped. I think it was tipped by Matt Sheridan or Andy Everly first. Wes McEnany. And then it was tipped by Everly and then caught by Carrillo. Nice play.
Joe Hall applying a lot of pressure on the quarterback Kubiak. And it's going to be the end of the first quarter. The clock still shows 29 seconds, but the officials have the official time down on the field, and that's the end of the first quarter. With the Lions on top, 21-6. Lions on top at the end of the first quarter, 21-6. Howie Methuen showed some spunk, but the Lions hoped on offense.
Yes, they did. Sorry, Bruce. Methuen has done a nice job moving the ball. They've had a couple of tough breaks. The Lions, on the other hand, have capitalized on those breaks and have scored 3 touchdowns, 2 by passes, Eddie Rich to Jason Turner, and a run by Bobby Gill.
He's up to 139 yards passing in just that first quarter with 2 touchdown passes, so the beat continues for him. Right after last week, he's picking up where he left off.
Yes.
Lions start their offense now after Carilla's interception on the 24-yard line. Trahan offset left. Inside handoff to Trahan's got good running room. Across the 30 to about the 35-yard line, close to a first down.
Very close. On the spot, I think they might measure. It's a quick trap. You look for Michael Brano, left guard, pulling and trapping. Is it Mike? I think it was Mike.
So it is, in fact, a first down. The ball is on the 34-yard line of the Lions.
I had half of it right. It was Mike Sullivan, not Michael Brano.
You got the Mike curse.
I got the Mike curse there. Mike is right guard. Mike Sullivan's left guard. Michael Brano right guard.
1st and 10 for the Lions, trying to add on to their 21-6 lead. So far, they've had it pretty much their own way on offense. Trahan and Gill.
It's a pass.
Rich looks for a receiver, has a crossing pattern, picked
off.
almost
No, it's
picked
incomplete.
off. They're going to call that
they're going to call it a completion.
They're going to call that the interception. And
Dennis Cassidy, number 1 on the interception.
He stepped right in there and picked it off at the 47-yard line of Chelmsford.
All right, here's a replay here. Eddie does the fake, drops straight back. Couldn't find his first receiver and intended to throw it across the middle to, might have been Kevin Kelleher.
I couldn't see. I didn't pick up the number either, Howie. I'm not sure. But the
Dennis Cassidy picked it
defender
up.
stepped right in and did a nice job.
All
So
right.
Methuen gets it right back.
They could put points on the board here and make this a game. Get back into it.
Jazokas is wrapped up at the line of scrimmage.
All right, Eric Bichette, first man to make contact. Nice job by Eric.
Jazokas a junior, and he's starting to get most of the action now back there at tailback.
They keep shuffling people back and forth there in the single back set. Here comes Kubiak in again with the play from the sideline.
Jazokas is a 5'10", 215-pound junior running back. Duggan out to the left, Cassidy down to the right.
Berube in the slot.
Fake handoff to Jazokis, thrown underneath. And that was intended for number 84, Russell Corner.
Yeah, that's the same play they ran earlier to try to. Here's the replay here. Kubiak with a dive fake, then a throwback. Sheridan was right there. Matt Sheridan was right there for the coverage that time. That wasn't as a well-thrown ball as I've seen Kubiak throw. That was had a little bit of a duck to it, a little bit of a waver.
3rd and 10 for Methuen.
You got Duggan one-on-one at the top of the screen. Covered there by Sheridan.
Cassidy and Berube down here to the bottom of the screen. Kubiak back to pass, has time, looks over the field, has his man, and it's complete for the first down.
Yeah, nice coverage, nice tackle there, but nice timing play. That Cassidy and Kubiak got the first down, knew how much he needed.
So I would expect, Howie, that the Lions are going to see a steady diet of passing against them until it's proven that it's not going to be effective.
You're right. They have shown a very tough running defense,
right?
But they've been very susceptible to the pass in passing, and that's what they're going to see. You're right.
That's right.
We'll probably see the same thing for the rest of this game and Haverhill next week, and then go right down the line until we prove. See, here's a run play, and
right. Here's Jazokis getting stopped for no gain,
right.
just as you said.
Pichette, Joe Hall, Scott Newcomb on the big hogs right there in the middle do a good job stopping the play for no gain or even a loss of a half a yard or a yard. So you can now the secondary's going to say, hey, it's 2nd and 11. I got to think pass. I'm not going to be worried about stopping the run.
Exactly.
And the way looking at Coach Sousa's defense, he's got his 40 defense with plenty of defensive backs and only 4 down linemen.
And Methuen has taken a timeout. Timeout by Methuen. Methuen, as you said, Howie, 2nd-year coach Glenn Guerin taking over for his 2nd time around with the Methuen Rangers, trying to build his program, and it's not easy to build a program.
No, it isn't. Especially in this league, and it takes some time. I'm sure he's playing a lot of maybe underclassmen, but he's also got to has some loyalty to his seniors and get them playing time. And so the program's coming along. I think Methuen looks better this year than they did against us last year.
I agree.
Duggan in motion.
Duggan cuts up the field. It's underneath, thrown underneath. Duggan throws a good block, and that's Cassidy running for the sideline and completion for about 8 yards.
Yeah, and we had Sheridan and here's the replay, and number 22, Brian Sowers out there. Sowers is at the top of the screen under the replay logo. And you'll see Sheridan come into your screen right there around the block and make the tackle.
That was a very well-run play by
Well
Methuen.
run. And, you know, what I liked is a nice block by Duggan,
yes.
And then the receiver read the block well and cut to the outside.
Yep.
They've worked on that play, and you can see it was well designed, well run.
3rd and 4 now for Methuen, operating from the 27-yard line of Chelmsford. Fumble and a toss, and it's going to be.
Is this Bennett? 45. Is that the right number for him?
McLean.
Matt McLean.
And that's a loss on the play. That play had some trouble right from the start as Kubiak had some trouble with the.
Those are the kinds of things that happen to an 0-3 team.
Yep.
It's just they put you in a hole. They had a nice 3rd and 5 situation. Now they're sitting at 4th and 8, and they're really too close to punt.
And they need to pick up this first down.
They need to get the first down to keep their drive going, or to give Chelmsford pretty good position.
Good field position, that's right. Clock is moving along now much quicker in this quarter, down to the 6-minute, 30-second mark. Rangers taking a long time calling this play. Lions have 5 guys on the line of scrimmage.
Jazokis in the backfield, McLean in the slot to the left, Cassidy far left, Duggan in motion. They're going to flood that zone. They only got 2 defenders over there. We're in trouble. Someone's going to be open.
Here's the blitz, and he steps up. He finds incomplete. This is picked off.
That's Matt Sheridan for his second
second
interception.
week in a row.
And he's going to be on the 25-yard line.
So,
by number 21.
All right, you see Duggett in motion, and there's only 2 defenders over there. But nice pressure by one of the Lions that made Kubiak pull up and have to throw. And it's tough for a right-handed quarterback to roll left and set up and throw. And that ball was not thrown very well. And Matt Sheridan picked it up.
Appeared as though he only had one receiver also on that play. So the Lions will take over now on the 23-yard line, 1st and 10. And Gill has a hole up the center. He cuts to the outside, still on his feet, cuts back across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Pick up of 19 on that play.
Excellent blocking by Andy Curtis and Jason Turner out there. Wide receivers, you'll see them doing their stock block. Andy right there on the left. See, keeping his feet. Bobby cuts behind Andy. There's Josh Turner. Jason Turner. He was doing a nice job just out of camera zone.
You want those wide receivers to catch the football, but you also need them to block.
That's right.
And they've done a nice job with that. The Lions coming up across the 40 to the 40, just across the 41-yard line. 1st and 10. Lone back is Gill. Roberts to the bottom. They toss it out. It's a pitch back, and Gill is going to be snuffed. Methuen seemed to have that play well diagnosed.
Yes, Ryan Duggett, number 8. Ryan wasn't fooled on that at all. You see Ryan coming right up. He runs right by Andy Curtis, and nice tackle on Bobby Gill.
That was sort of the flea flicker with the wide receiver out there in a way.
Yeah.
But it almost he almost needed to wait another count for the defender to come up and take him.
Right. He had to sell the run a little better.
Yeah, exactly. So it's a loss of 5, 2nd and 15 now. Trips to the left. Rich to pass, steps up, fires in, it's complete to Curtis. He has a block now to Turner down the sideline, and he's knocked out of bounds inside the 30.
Yep. Nice catch by Andy, sprinted. Nice catch by Andy, sprinted down the sideline. You'll see it here, and you'll see nice blocking by Jason Turner too. After Andy makes a catch, you see Andy coming in the corner of your screen right there doing a nice job blocking on the eventual tackle after an additional 10 to 12-yard gain by Andy. Nice work by both wide receivers as blockers and receivers.
That was a pickup of, let's see, the Lions, we'll say that was a 25-yard, about 25 yards on that pass completion. Taking the ball down to the 30.
Yeah, you have the trips up to the top of the screen, Francis, Roberts, and Curtis.
And Trahan and Rich bump into each other, but they spring Trahan, and he picks up 1st down yardage inside the 20. A little bit of a collision, but it worked.
There, yeah. Eddie thought maybe the hole was going to be wider, and Mark thought the hole was going to be a little tighter. So,
give me that ball. I can see where I'm going.
Right.
That's right. 1st and 10 inside the 20, down to the 18-yard line. Lions make wholesale substitutions to Silver in.
Turner and Curtis.
Lions have had a real command of this series, having won the last 5 straight with Methuen. Up until last year, though, they've been pretty close battles.
Yeah, they had been.
Gill, off right tackle, still on his feet, down into about the 10-yard line. Just short of the 1st down.
All right, here's a replay. ISO, 2-hole ISO. Bobby bounced it to the outside between the tackle and end. Picked up a nice 8-yard gain.
Chelmsford averaged last week over 8 yards per play, and I would think that that's even higher this week, Howard.
It's going to be close. It's going to be close. I haven't seen anything, any negative yardage.
No, just a couple of plays. That's been it. 2nd and short yardage, 10-yard line. Stack guy backfield. Fake
Eddie
to
on the
Gill.
bootleg.
Eddie rolling,
Kelleher,
and Kelleher's knocked down. And
they're not.
I think maybe uncatchable ball.
Well, their feet got tangled up, and they both were going down as the ball was thrown. So it's pretty tough. I think it was Kevin Kelleher was the intended receiver, but that's a tough one. Tough call. Maybe if the ball had been closer.
Yep.
And it would have been closer if Kevin didn't tangle up.
Might have been a catchable ball. Sure.
I think
I personally don't like that's a hard thing. One more thing you're giving to the official judgment. It's hard. It's clearly evident sometimes.
Sometimes the score indicates if it's going to be a call.
True. It's a hard thing for they've got enough to worry about as it is.
That's right.
Same formation and a fumble, and Eddie Rich drops on it. Now it's going to be 4th down.
Fumble on the snap, a little penetration by maybe it was just a poor exchange between Eddie and Nate Landry at center, but
so the Lions have a 4th and a long 4. They're back to the 12-yard line. They need to get it to about the 8-yard line for the 1st down.
Okay, I'm going to say it's going to be a play to the left, and it's probably going to be Bobby Gill bouncing to the outside. And I was wrong.
Rich rolls to his right, looks back to his left, keeps it himself inside the 10. 1st down.
First down about the 2-yard line. Nice play by Eddie.
Number 11, Eddie Rich.
All right, Eddie here rolling out to the right. Bobby Gill. It was a pass. Give Eddie give Gill the go sign so you can take off. Nice job. Protect that ball, Ed.
That very, very good decision. Yep. He's at the 5-yard line. 1st and goal. 2 minutes, 25
Here's
seconds.
The replay again. Now tuck the ball away. You'll see it fly here.
It was up in the air, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If we can see it from up here, it had to be up in the air.
It had to be up in the air. If we can see it from up here. All right. Single back set. Gill in the backfield. Little offset left.
Eddie back to pass. Fires it incomplete.
It got tipped.
And intended for, is that Curtis?
It was, no, that was Turner.
Turner, right.
Yeah. All right, here's a replay here. The official indicated that it was tipped by somebody, Methuen defender, close to the line of scrimmage.
I would imagine as a defensive player, you would not have the faintest idea what the Lions were going to do.
Right.
It's so difficult to know.
Right. And, you know, realistically, the only thing you can do is have your players concentrate on their keys,
right,
on their assignment, and then react to play football from there, instead of trying to try to guess where they're going, because it's just such a multiple offense and so many weapons.
And the Rangers have taken a full timeout, Howie. Their coach on the sideline, Guerin, called that. And from high above Nicholson Stadium on a beautiful October night, long weekend ahead, and we're off to a great start with this weekend. Lions off to a great start.
Traffic was a bear getting here. And, it looks like a lot of the Lion patrons have opted to go elsewhere for the long weekend. We have a sparse crowd tonight for the Lions.
Yes, we do. Well, they're probably still out on 495.
That could be.
As you and I were tonight, trying to get to this place. It was a nightmare.
Absolutely.
All right, 2nd and goal from the 5-yard line for the Lions. Bobby Gill is the one back behind Eddie Rich. Eddie rolls to his right, looks to the end zone, dumps it off, and into the end zone for the touchdown. For the touchdown, and once again, Chris Byrne, the receiver.
99. It's a little delay by Chris. He's blocking, then he releases, and Eddie just dumps it out to him after Matt Roberts cleared the zone, number 80.
Well, that's a 3rd touchdown in 2 weeks now for Chris Byrne.
I think it's the identical play last week. I believe it was the same call.
And the 3rd touchdown pass of the night for Eddie Rich. Out of the hold of Peter Francis, Chris O'Neill. Good snap. Ball down, kick is up, and the Lions have 28 points.
Chris is
with
kicking
2:17
very well.
Kicking beautifully, yes. He had 11 coming into this game and has added 4 tonight.
It must be that
Peter Lynch has it teed up. And
I was saying just before the break, Bruce, that I realized that Chris O'Neill is kicking the ball very well. He's wearing number 4, Vinatieri number.
That might be part of the key. This is a long kick
Peter
by
Lynch. Down to the 3-yard line. Cassidy on the return.
Cassidy gets it to just about the 20 where he's blasted number 52 of the Lions, Greg Kinney, for one of them.
It was 42 was Bob Dioria, and number 12, Alan Jones.
Did a nice job once again covering up the kick.
Good coverage by the Lions there. Get the ball on the 20. Good coverage.
Peter Lynch has shown a real strong leg kicking off for Chelmsford.
Yes.
Methuen has 2 minutes 11 seconds on the clock, unofficially in the second quarter.
Is Peter a junior, Peter Lynch?
I believe so. And Jazokas is the tailback. Methuen has 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
See, well.
And it's a handoff to Jazokas. Breaks a tackle and picks up about 3 on the play.
Matt Ross read the draw pretty well. Corralled him, brought him down. After just a short 3-yard gain, you'll see Matt Ross make a nice tackle right there. Breaks off and gets away from a double team.
Right, he had 2 guys.
Did a nice job.
Split that double team and made the tackle.
I watched when Methuen came out. They came out in that trips look, and one of their wide receivers was about 2 feet inside the sideline. As a defender, there's no way that he can go nowhere that he can go except either straight or in. He can't do an outcut.
Right.
So you just play his inside shoulder.
In the eye this time, behind Kubiak. He hands off again, coming good yardage up the middle of the field, trying to tackle a football.
We got a flag.
And we got a flag. Barubi, the ball carrier.
All right, here's a replay. It's a trap. This is the late part of it, but Barubi, it was a hold, I believe, that they're going to call.
And the call is going to be holding against the Rangers.
That's why Barubi was able to get as far as he got.
Yep.
Joe Hall may have been held.
So that's going to push the Rangers back. They seem content almost to run out the clock here in the first half.
Brendan Foley, number 92, was at the defensive end. I think Brendan was the one that was held.
Second down and 15 for the Rangers.
7 on the holding call. Bring up a 2nd and 14 for the Rangers.
They are operating from just outside their own 15-yard line. And the Lions may choose to call a timeout here if Methuen doesn't pick up any yardage. Make them punt it.
Well, we got second and 15, 16.
With the lead, though, the way it is, they might just let the half end.
Right. Duggan in motion. Setting up the reverse. Nice tackle. Good penetration.
That's really well read.
Number 47, Ken LeBrecq.
Brought down the backfield by number 47, Ken LeBrecq.
And
here's Ken. Let's see if we can pick him out here. Little slant. Well, he came in from his right defensive end spot.
Bring out 3rd long for the Rangers.
The clock is continuing to move. The Rangers have
excellent play by Ken.
Back to their 8-yard line. And the Lions are going to be content with their 28-6 halftime lead. This will be the last play of the quarter if, in fact, they get it off.
Let's see.
And they're not going to get it off.
Yep.
That is going to be the half. So the Lions offense right on track. 3 Eddie Rich touchdown passes. 28 points on the board to 6 for Methuen. And it's probably just about as advertised.
Right. I think we're what we expected so far.
We have 2 excellent bands here tonight, and Methuen band, the Chelmsford Lion Band, is preparing their halftime show.
I think the fans will be in for a nice treat during halftime here.
That's right. So, sit back, relax, enjoy the halftime intermission. High school marching band plays an integral part in that performance, and it is my pleasure tonight to introduce the people who are very responsible for the halftime pregame shows. They do a great job with these young people, and every week I know the fans sit in their seats at halftime. I have with me Eric Linsner, Roz Bonner, and Matt Sexauer, and I'm going to let them talk a little bit about what they do, and then Howie, you can pose some questions, I'm sure, at the end. Very pertinent. You're the musician in the group, Howie, so we'll let you sum it up. Let's start with Eric first.
My name's Eric Linsner. I'm the band director and music arranger for the Chelmsford High School Band. The band this year is playing music of a Spanish nature. We're playing Malumbo by Alberto Ginastara. We're playing My Spanish Heart by Chick Corea. We're playing Manteca by Dizzy Gillespie, and we're closing with Malaga by Bill Holman.
And Eric, I noticed that late in August, actually, your young people are out there working very hard, as other athletes are.
We began our rehearsal process in May and June of last year at the end of the school year. We've got some freshmen and incoming freshmen, and the upperclassmen will be back. We started our band camp the second week of August on 3 nights, and then we had a full week of rehearsals the week before school began.
And it shows the first couple of weeks that they've been here. Eric, the marching band has grown enormously over the past few years.
I've been involved with the program now for the last 7 years. When I came here 7 years ago, they'd not done a competition. This year we're going to be competing in 4 state festivals beginning October 2nd and running through the last weekend of October.
And we wish you luck in those.
Thank you.
The best-looking member of our group, Howie, Roz Bonner. Roz, your responsibilities and duties.
I instruct the color guard and the majorettes. We do flag, rifle, and baton twirling.
How many people are involved in that, Roz?
We have 14 color guard and 4 majorettes.
And do they go to competitions as well?
Yes, they do.
Okay. Howie, why don't you take over with Matt?
Matt, what about your responsibilities here?
I'm the assistant director of the band and also the visual designer. So anything that you see the band do on the field, any of the formations and the drills, I'm responsible for writing, and I work very closely with Ross here and make sure that the group presents himself well visually.
How about length of time? What nights do you practice, or do you practice right after school? When do you get together as a group?
We rehearse Tuesday nights and Saturdays, pretty much up through the competition. Plus, we do the week before school starts. And
Eric, the quality of music is outstanding. The musicians are tremendous. It's certainly a credit to you and the people that are working with you, and we compliment you on increasing the size, the quality. It's all coming together.
Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to work with the kids at the school here and the entire community.
Good. We look forward to many halftime shows. Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, and it's a pleasure, and thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Julia Jerome. I'm here for CHS TV. Tonight I am joined by David and William, both employees of CBS 4. And so, Mr. Rovershot, I understand you are a reporter for CBS 4?
That's right.
So how did you get started? What exactly do you do?
I do a lot of things, but I'm a general assignment reporter, which means Monday through Friday night I'm on television, and I can pretty much cover any kind of news story: crime, politics, features, whatever they throw at me.
So what kind of advice would you give a student who was aspiring to fulfill a position like yours?
Well, talent-wise, I'm called Talent to do exactly what you're doing right now. Start as young as you can, whether that's in high school or middle school or college, and get experience in front of the camera or behind the camera like your friend is doing here, and work your way up from there.
Okay.
Well, first of all, talent is subjective. Okay, so that means different things to different people. But Dave was right. Just get out there, get going. From my perspective, get yourself a camera. Get yourself some internships at local cable stations, do what you guys are doing, and just build up experience. And experience is probably what's going to carry you through your career.
With CBS 4, I understand you guys are trying to promote high school football, and that's why you're joining us tonight. Could you elaborate?
Yep, we started a brand new feature, and it's September 24th. It's called Friday Night Football on CBS 4, and every Friday night we're going to fly to probably 3 football games in Massachusetts, high school football games. We're going to land somewhere, and then William and I are going to jump out, and we're going to interview people, and we're basically trying to capture the flavor of Friday night high school football. It's the people that are here, it's the atmosphere it creates, it's the community spirit. That's what we're trying to do. Yes, exactly.
Okay, so in Chelmsford, we don't generally have helicopters landing in the middle of our sports fields. Could you please tell us a little bit about the helicopter, since that's a pretty rare occurrence in a suburban town?
Well, in our business, one of our perks is flying in a helicopter. I try and get up there as much as I can. It's a nice ride. It's fun. People love to see it coming. Everyone's pointing and looking at it. And right now it's over on an adjacent field, and hopefully we have some people up there that are looking at it and going inside and looking at the camera. There's a camera mounted right on the helicopter, so we can get down close to the action anywhere we go. And the helicopter covers everything from high school football to crime scenes to sporting events, whatever you name it, we can get it.
Thank you very much. This was Julia Jerome with David Robichaud and William Meservey. Thank you very much. Have a great night.
Second half action, Bruce Byam along with Howie Neal and Ron Berman. The Lions have just received a kickoff, and they're going to start 1st and 10 from their 30. Howie, Lions had their way pretty much in the first half, doing just about everything they wanted to do.
Yeah, they did, Bruce, and I think we're going to have some stats shortly. I know they've been working very hard on them in the truck, so I think we'll be seeing those coming up in a play or two.
Bronner has compiled those stats and put them together, sent them down, and this is Bobby Gill breaking it up straight ahead across the middle. He needs one man, and a nice pickup by Bobby.
Nice pickup by Bobby on the ISO. Good blocking up front by Sergeant Silva. All right, here are the halftime updates coming up on the screen. You'll get Eddie Rich, 7 completions out of 11 attempts for a total 165 yards, thrown for 3 TDs, and he's had 1 interception. Carries, we got Eddie Rich, 2 for 5 yards. Bobby Gill, 7 for 44 yards, and Mark Trahan, 2 for 22 yards. And
Bobby,
1 TD here.
That's Bobby Gill with
Bobby
that
Gill's
one touchdown,
TD.
right.
Total offense, 236 yards.
Hand off again to Gill. He's got a blocker out front. He cuts back off that block. Another nice pickup by Bobby Gill, and he's across from the 42, across the 50, down to the 47-yard line.
Nice job by Dave Welch not to throw his block early. He kept his feet and just screened the defender from getting to Bobby, and Bobby was able to pick up a lot of yardage before the pursuit caught up to them.
David's picking up steam as he rolls along, coming back off a serious ankle injury, and he's getting better and better each week.
Stronger every day, every week. You're right, Bruce.
Another first down on 2 successive running plays by Bobby Gill. The Lions are in Methuen territory at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10. Roberts in motion. And it's a fake to Gill and a toss to Roberts, and it's incomplete. Nice coverage by Cassidy.
Yes.
So
Mike made a nice break out of his pattern there, and ball just a little bit high, and then Mike went up for it and got hit just as he was going to make the catch. Good coverage by Cassidy there.
Excuse me, Howie, the Lions trying to add on to their lead. They've won 2 in a row and looking for victory number 3 to go 3-0 in the Merrimack Valley Conference. Big game tonight in Andover. And Bobby Gill is wrapped up in the backfield, and that's...
Number 24, Bobby Gill in the carry.
Good job.
Wrapped up in the backfield by number 45, Matt McLean.
Thought that was number 84 that
I did
wrapped
too.
him up. Ross O'Connor, I think that was. I don't want to correct the Methuen PA man.
That's why I hesitated, because I agreed with you. It's going to be 3rd down now and 11, so a nice drive has faltered a little bit here. Kind of sputtered on the 47-yard line of Methuen.
All right, well, let's see. We got 3rd down and 11. Curtis split out wide to the right.
And it's a pass.
Same thing. Cassidy's there. Curtis
has the pass.
Nice spot. Nice catch by Andy. Good throw by Eddie.
1st down for the Lions. Last week.
All right, here's the replay. And there's a catch by Andy. Good coverage by Cassidy. Eddie threw it in a good spot. The only person to catch it would be Andy.
Last week, Eddie Rich 12 for 18, 4 touchdown passes, and he's got 3. He has 3 this week.
7 for 11
at halftime. Yeah.
Let's see. He's 8 for 13 up to now. I think he's had 2. He's had 1 incompletion, right?
And he's knocking on the 200-yard door again this week. Lions 1st and 10. The Rangers 27-yard line. It's a toss to Gill. Got a block of Trahan. Trahan throws the block. And
nice tackle by Jazokas, number 41.
Jazokas looks like a defensive football player.
Yeah, I think that's his. I think that's where he's going to end up if he goes on beyond this level.
Right.
He certainly looks quick enough. He's well built, moves well laterally.
He calls the defensive signals, and he's a real force in his linebacker position. 2nd gain of a yard for Gill. 2nd and 9 for the Lions. Mixing the run and the pass all night long. Offset Trahan. Trahan has the ball. Big hole. Blasts up. 1st down. Inside the 20.
A quick trap up in there. The Lions caught the Rangers in a blitz. McLean was blitzing in the 4-hole, but we ended up trapping the 2-hole, and so McLean ran right out of the play and gave Trahan a lot of room to run, and then Mark cut it back a little bit, picked up the first down.
Must be a nice feeling as a running back to see the linebackers going the other way.
Oh, yeah.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions on the 16-yard line of Methuen.
Nice to go through that line and then see nothing but daylight in front of you. It's Bobby on the outside.
Bobby on a sweep. Welch on a block again. Is that Welch or was that?
That was
De Silva.
Yeah, De Silva did a nice job blocking there. Bobby can use the speed, just keep going to the corner. I think he cut back and it's little cut back in all that traffic. Keep going, Bobby. Stay out there. No, bang. He got a chance to get by Cassidy, number 1. Cassidy did a nice job turning it back in, but I think Bobby could have worked on Cassidy and gotten a little more to the outside.
Pick up a 5, 2nd down and 5 from the 11-yard line.
It's so easy from up here to call that.
You can see the game differently up here, can't you?
You certainly can.
Yeah, no question about it. This is Gill straight ahead, and nice tackle.
Jazokis.
Yeah, Jazokis again. He certainly must be keying on Gill.
He's shedding blockers very well to get to those tackles too.
Couple of yards inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
All right, Mike Roberts going to bring the play in.
Lions putting together a nice drive here. Eating up the clock. It's going to be under 6 minutes when this ball is snapped. Putting together a 5-minute drive.
Okay, you get Serge De Silva as the lone back. Serge is leaning forward. Here he goes.
Eddie back to pass. Can't
looking.
find anybody. Rolls out. Still looking,
Oh,
and we've got a flag.
I think we're going to have a hold.
And we do.
There is a flag on the play.
Now, Methuen no doubt will take this penalty, even though...
Give them the play over?
Yeah. I wonder what they will do. I would suspect that they will take the penalty.
Going to be 4th down.
Where was the hold?
He's going to have him take it from the...
Yeah. It's kind of an interesting call here. It's going to be now a 3rd down and about 12, I think. Maybe 13. Boy, that's going to be 3rd and 12 as opposed to 4th and 6. It's kind of a toss-up.
Yeah, that was a toss-up.
Yeah.
Bring up a 3rd and long now for Chelmsford.
Ball is back to the 19-yard line.
Is Coach Rich going to go for it all here?
The whole thing?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Curtis split out wide to the left. Francis bottom wide to the right.
Watch your tight end again. And Jazokis came untouched. And a big play by Jazokis coming through from his linebacker position.
Did a nice job. That definitely takes the Lions out of field goal territory too, I believe.
Now we got to go for the whole thing. The Lions need to get the ball down to the...
All right, here's the replay. Jazokis comes in clean and takes Eddie down.
Need to get the ball down to the 7-yard line for a 1st down.
Yeah. All right, we got...
All right, it's got a lot of noise on our headset. Okay, now we're good. All right. And it's a reverse. And they're going to throw to the quarterback.
To throw to Eddie.
Yeah, look at
that
Eddie, and it's intercepted. Jazokis again. What a series on defense Jazokis just had. Boy, that's a one-man wrecking crew on that series.
There. What a series.
Yeah. Lions had that ball 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line.
All right, here's the replay. There's the stunt.
That was the
That's
sack.
The play before for the sack. And that was Jazokis there, and now Jazokis drops back and intercepts the pass that was intended for the quarterback on a throwback from Andy Curtis to Eddie Rich. And here's Methuen with the ball on their own 36-yard line.
Oh, they started early, so they're going to start now from their 31-yard line. 1st and 15. Their first offensive series of the 2nd half. The Lions used up 6 solid minutes in that drive, but no points on the board.
a 5-yard penalty.
Couple of mistakes down in the red zone that time, and a lot of Jazokas.
Yep, a lot of Jazokas. He did a nice job. He had a good series there. Very impressive with him on the defense.
Yes, he was. He's back there now as the fullback.
He's not tired. He's ready to go.
He's ready to go. He's psyched up now.
Yeah, there he is.
He's got the
sweep.
football. Here he comes. And he's brought down after a short gain. Toss sweep. Couple of Lions out there. Looks.
Joe Hall, 96.
96 is out there.
And perhaps Eric Pichette.
Both of them, the Lions' front line tonight defensively have had a very nice football game.
Eric White's right end. Pichette, Zerbinopoulos, and Scott Newcomb, 72.
And I've got
Pichette and Joe Hall.
They've done a nice job on the defensive front. Second down and 11 for Methuen. Just
Kevin Holland and Greg Carrillo at the linebacker spots.
In motion comes Duggan. Fake. Throw out to Cassidy.
There's
Duggan
the
throws
same
the
play as
block. We
before.
saw that before. And coming up to make a nice stick for the Lions, number 21, Matt Sheridan.
Sheridan, 21, and
number 16, Gotham Kilimanpari.
Kilimanpari. All right, here it is right here, running right at us. Dive fake away. Throw out here to Cassidy with a lead block by Duggan. And the only a nice setup there is for them to pump fake to Cassidy and have Duggan not throw the block but keep going and then throw deep. It's a very, very possible.
3rd and 4 for the Rangers on their own 42-yard line. They have two backs in the eye. Kubiak back, looks to his right, and it's picked off.
Nice
and
play,
boy,
nice
this is
play
going to
by
be a
Andy
touchdown
Everly.
for the Lions. Andy Everly knocked out of bounds. And we got a flag back here up around the 37-yard line after the interception.
Okay.
I thought Andy was going to take that one in, but recovering quickly was Kubiak.
Kubiak and all right, here's the replay. Step right in front. Andy does a nice job, and he's off to the races here. And he's got to put a little move on Barabee.
That Berube was the player that did end up knocking him out of bounds, but Everly's interception will stand. A block in the back against the Lions will move the ball back close to midfield. And they will take over 1st and 10.
Interception will count. The block on the back on the return will bring the ball back to the Ranger 48-yard line.
So the Lions are in great field position this time.
Yes, they are.
Trying to put some more points on the board. Your prediction tonight was?
35-7.
So you need one more touchdown.
One more touchdown. I haven't said anything. I didn't want to jinx me.
Yeah, I'm close to the 40-point mark, so I need a couple more scores.
You said what, 39 to 6?
39 to 6, I believe.
Well, you've got the right number.
I got the 6, yeah.
Maybe we could split this.
Yeah.
Split the 50-50 raffle.
Bobby Gill with a nice hole. Nice run, picked up 9 yards on the play. 2nd and 1 from the Methuen 40-yard line. Octrahan leading the way.
And I didn't watch the ball. I watched Eddie Rich after that. He carried through his fake to Jason Turner on the reverse. So they did a nice job of following through on the entire fake after the ball was handed off to Bobby Gill up the middle.
They said Bobby's knee touched down at about the 42-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd down and short 3. Gill blasts ahead, picks up yardage, still on his feet. 1st down yardage inside the 35 to the 33.
Nice job there. He kept his legs going, driving, picked up the 1st down and then some, and then covered the ball up well and protected the ball from the Methuen people. They were trying to take it away from him. All right, here's the replay. It's the ISO right. Bobby's running there, and you can see him protect the ball with all those blue jerseys around him. Nice job by Bobby. Good takeoff by the offensive line.
Octrahan's knocking people around like a pinball machine on that play. Just bouncing off and giving it back. Yeah. Offensive line doing a nice job once again tonight.
All right, this looks interesting. Eddie and Michael Brano, they're having a little conversation.
Yeah.
I'm a little worried about this play.
Yeah, Mike wants that football, I
He's
think.
saying
He
no.
wants the handoff. And here comes the handoff. It's Sean Brady.
Sean Brady, put a move on him, Sean.
Cuts inside.
Nice
doesn't
play
get
by
it.
Holland. A nice play, no gain.
The Lions have not been able all year to really fool anybody on the reverse.
Oh, the Methuen did a nice job of staying home. Holland didn't go with any flow and stayed right with his keys and stayed home and made a nice tackle for no gain.
In fact, actually a loss on a play of that time.
All right, here's the replay. Lots of time. I don't know. Sean may have been too far away, so the timing was a little thrown off. Eddie had to wait for Sean to come
So you're
by.
right. You were right, Howie. That was a first down play, so there was no gain, and it's
Second and 9.
Second
And 10. Here's Curtis.
Gill straight ahead, picks up 5 or 6 across the 30 to the 27-yard line.
Number 24, Bobby Gill, goes up the middle.
Bobby's
Tackled
picking
by
up
number
the
66,
carries
Corey
here in the
Lewis.
second half. Runner, any numbers on Bobby yet?
He was 7 for 64, was he, in the first half? 7 for 44.
44.
And he's had a couple of nice ones here. Here's the ISO again, Surge leading through.
He wiped out Jazokas.
Yes, he did. Oh, there's a couple of big guys. What's Surge is about 240.
Yeah, good collision
Jazokas
right there.
215.
Yep.
Quarter of a ton.
The Lions have a third and about 4. It's fake the reverse, handoff straight ahead. It's going to be a little short of the first
Yeah,
down.
Methuen's doing a nice job. They're penetrating and throwing off the scheme of the lineman blocking there.
We have reached the end of the third quarter. A very fast-moving third quarter
Yes,
of
it
play.
is.
No scoring, but a lot of offense by the Lions. I'm Howie Neal and Ronna Berman. Howie, I just want to have a moment. I want to pass along congratulations to Jason Keith, the Johnson Independent, who's been covering the Lions this year. Jason's been doing a great job, and he put together a real nice inside the numbers column last week.
Okay.
Not going to read them all, but a couple of highlights. 18 touchdowns, 1 punt from Chelmsford. Total offense for both teams. The Lions had a total of 352 yards, I believe. Just amazing.
That's the Drake-it game.
Drake-it game,
right?
yes,
Okay.
right. Here is the Lions' 4th down play. Rich tossing
nice.
it and completing it.
To Chris Byrne, and that was a great catch by
Chris.
Chris.
A low toss, and Chris just picked that one right off the ground.
Eddie did a nice job getting rid of that. He had some pressure from Matt McLean. He was coming in, and Eddie could feel him breathing down his neck.
He's
Nice
become
play.
a real go-to guy for the Lions in critical situations.
Nice delay pattern by Chris.
I think that was his best catch of the year, though, right there.
Right, it showed a lot of flexibility. Chris is a big guy, and be able to get down that low and still maintain the speed. He was running pretty well. It wasn't, he didn't stop. Nice job.
1st and 15 for the Lions, opening moments of the 4th quarter. Stack eye backfield. Gill with the football. Comes across the 15 down to about the 12-yard line.
Number 24, Bobby Gill on the catch.
Bobby is closing in rapidly now on 100 yards.
Must be very close
for the night.
All right, here's the replay. It's kind of the boom dive. You have the upbacks divide so that it's hard to key on where the ball was actually going.
Pickup of 3 on the play, 2nd and 7. Also, congratulations to the Chelmsford High School marching band tonight. They put on a great halftime show. Really great sound, entertaining, and it was a pleasure to watch them. Both bands. Eddie on a quarterback draw is inside the 5, spinning close to the goal line.
Nice job by Eddie.
Number 11.
He must have heard me talking. He did protect the ball down there that time.
Yeah, he did.
Did a nice job, and there was a couple of good blocks. I want to say Nate Landry was one, and the right guard, Michael Abrano. I think Nate and Mike were kind of the personal escorts for Eddie in that draw play.
To my recollection, that's the first time we've seen that this year, I think, as a designed quarterback draw to the 1-yard line.
Okay, here's your favorite play.
Here's my play.
There's a hole right there, Eddie, between between Lebrano and Landry. And he gave it to Bobby Gill.
Fights for the end zone.
Bobby's
and
in.
He has it. Bobby Gill for the touchdown. His second of the night. The Lions on the board in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes into it. 34 points. And once again, Chris O'Neill on to add the extra point. That was a very nice, efficient drive by the Lions.
Yes, it was. They mixed up the pass and the run, and
keyed by that Chris Byrne reception on fourth down.
Chris Byrne to keep to get the first down. Yes.
And with that carry, Bobby goes to 100 yards for the night.
Okay, here's Chris Vinatieri O'Neill kicking, and it is automatic.
He kicked that one into the trees. We're never going to see that football again.
Right.
9 minutes left to go.
And Chelmsford has 35 points.
About the 7.
The 7-yard line. This is Jazokas? No,
it is Jazokas. I think it's Jazokas,
yep.
yes.
First time he's been back this night. He's doing everything now.
Yeah, Sheridan and Matt Sheridan was one of the tacklers. Brian Sowers.
He takes it back to the 25-yard line where Methuen will start. 1st and 10.
Good coverage by the Lions. They give it a 20-yard return. They caught it in about the 7. Gave it up about the 25. 18-yard return.
Chris O'Neill 5 for 5 on extra points. He's building quite a streak now. Jazokas is the up back. And the handoff fumble, and the Lions have it, I think.
The Lions have it. It looks like Eric. I think is it Joe Hall?
We'll get that number.
No, Eric Bichette.
Eric Bichette.
Yeah. Here's the replay. Look for Eric right there in the middle of your screen. Diving for it right there. Nice job, Eric. Could have had a nose for the ball there.
And the Lion offense is coming back onto the field. They're going to start in great field position again. The Rangers have had trouble handing the ball off tonight.
Right.
It's simple handoffs, too. They just don't seem to be able to make them.
Some of the basic skills that you want.
Exactly.
You know,
that's something you've worked on since the beginning
Sure.
of training camp. Lions have a lot of new jerseys, some new jerseys. Number 54, Doug Mandello is in there.
Left tackle, 77, Mike Sullivan's still there. Landry is still in. Center, 66 is at right guard. That's Greg Deere.
And Chelmsford has taken a timeout, I think, with the switching of their players.
Dave Welch is still in a tackle. Byrne is there. Bobby Gill.
I think
for hand, I think we're still short of
one player.
Okay, now 69, I believe, is the number to come in. Doug Bassett's in for Dave Welch at right tackle.
Yeah.
But I think, and Andy Curtis is okay. We've got everybody, I think, now.
And a new football.
And maybe they got the football back from the trees.
I think Jack Fletcher went out and got that himself out. He wrestled 3 or 4 guys for that. Congratulations, Jack. Way to go. All right, Eddie Rich is still the quarterback in front of a new offensive line. He hands off to Trahan, fights for maybe about a yard.
Number 40, Mark Trahan on the carry.
All right, here's the replay. It's a wide dive. Mark tries to bounce it outside.
2nd and 10 for Chelmsford.
Methuen would have none of that and held him to no gain.
This is the point in the game where I think we're going to see some new numbers on every play coming in for the Lions.
We've got number 86 brought in the play and take place of Chris Byrne. Kevin Terrell is in at right end, I believe.
Yeah, we have a new quarterback. That's number 14, Mike Baraldi.
Mike Baraldi.
He's going to be, still has Bobby Gill in there.
Bobby
Gill has the football, and he's wrestled down.
Yeah.
Lost a couple of yards on the play.
Okay.
Hit in the backfield. Once again, a loss of 2 on the play.
It's going to create a 3rd down and 13.
Okay, here's the replay here.
3rd and long now for Chelmsford.
Methuen's getting some penetration, and so the Lion play calling is not becoming as successful as they'd like.
To be expected. Some of these players seeing their first maybe Friday night action in quite a while.
Saw 75 Derek Catoni coming in. I think he's at...
And this is a pitch coming.
Sean Brady.
Brady with some speed to the outside. Nice job by Sean.
Nice job by Sean. Down to the 20 at 4th and 5.
Wrapped up by number 45, Matt.
That's a duo we might hear from in a couple of years. Baraldi, a sophomore. Brady, a sophomore.
Yep.
Here's the replay. Brady bounces this to the outside. Coming right at us.
I think you might be right on that, Howie. That's a sophomore connection there,
Yep.
and it's certainly going to see more of that, I'm sure. Brady remains the tailback with Trahan the upback and Baraldi the quarterback. 4th down for the Lions. They're going to sweep it the other way. And Trahan's out there. Brady cuts it back. He's close, but driven back. Jazokis.
Very close. But,
where they
good
spot
tackle
that.
by Methuen. I'm not
Number
sure.
9, Sean Brady on the carry.
And
is close and
Just stopped just short. Let's see if we see in the replay who makes the tackle.
Take over on down.
I didn't catch the number there, but I did see a 69 for them.
The press box would like to say
That was a
Terry
41
Bennett
too,
and
Howie. That was
Jazokis
Jazokis
in
there
there?
as well.
Running
Yep.
food
He was
tonight
right
and
there.
last week.
Bill Casey. Billy
Mr.
Casey.
Cliff and I thank you very much.
Let's see if we can pick
Brian
up some
Sanchi,
of
number
the
69, I think, was in there with Jazokis.
Chelmsford
All right, second. Let's see what we have here.
defensive players now.
Yeah.
Chris O'Neill's there, number 4.
Yeah, 22 is Brian Sowers out here in the left. Chris O'Neill is in there.
Got a flag.
Flag on the flag.
Okay, 42, another defense. Bob Dioria is the defensive back, and number 12, Alan Jones. So we have Dioria, Jones,
5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty on
Sowers.
the Rangers.
Ball back to the 11-yard line.
So it'll be a 1st and 15 from their own 11. Clock is running at 6 minutes and 35 seconds.
left defensive end, number 94, Steve Richards. 98, left tackle, Bobby Brown. I thought he graduated.
Back to just, come back for a couple of plays, that's all.
Sure.
Methuen tries to
nice
sleep,
job.
and a nice job out there by the Lions to,
Yes.
to hold up that play.
Excellent play by Ryan Sowers there. Out there as a left cornerback. He forced the play back inside. Did an excellent job. Kept his feet, tied up the blockers for a very short gain.
That was Berube on the carry, picked up 3, and it's going to be 2nd and 11 for the Rangers.
All right, I see number 78 in there, the Kelleher brother, Dennis Kelleher, in there, right defensive tackle. I see a right defensive end. Is that number 8? John Leary.
Is that
Yes,
8 or
it
9?
is.
Yep, it's 8. Yep.
Number 50, the nose guard, is Matt Ross. Matt's moved from linebacker to nose guard.
And coming through the line, Chris O'Neill grabbing him with that one hand that he
O'Neill.
can use.
Excellent hand strength.
Yep.
By number 4, Chris O'Neill. But not before
Nice
he
carry
picked up another
by
Ranger
Jazokis on the
touchdown.
play.
All right,
First
there's
down.
a replay here. And there's Chris O'Neill in on the tackle. Good job.
That was McLean, I'm sorry, on the carry. Matt McLean for their first down. We're coming
All right.
down to the 5-minute mark.
Linebackers, 53 and 54. Kevin Hone and Doug Mondello.
1st and 10, Methuen. Their own 26-yard line. And a pitch to Jazokis,
McLean, I think,
McLean
this
again.
Matt
And he
McLean
slips
on
and
the
falls, loss of 4 on the
Loss of
play.
about 2 on the play. 2nd and 12.
Loss
for
of
the
2
Rangers.
on the play,
I'm
excuse me. 2nd and 12.
Well, we're going to probably see the ball up in the air at this point.
I'm surprised we didn't earlier in this
Yeah,
drive,
with
tell you the truth.
substitutions that we have made. And
Right.
they still have their first group in there.
Yep.
They might like to get down on the board.
This is a game that I think we both pretty much expected that it might go the way it's gone tonight.
Yeah.
Not too many surprises, really.
Havel coming up next week. A little further ride down 495.
Have to leave a little earlier.
Yeah, a little earlier.
Kubiak being rushed. A nice block in there. And
nice
almost,
play. Chris O'Neill.
And we've got a late hit, I think, maybe on one of the Lions.
Ryan Dugan, there is a flag on the play.
I think we had a...
Roughing the passer, I think.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, I think so.
Roughing the pass? Okay.
I think.
Okay, well,
just
one of our cameramen is
personal
trying to help
foul.
the official.
Yeah, personal foul on the Lions, and the cameraman, is that
Dan? That's Dan. Dan,
the
yep.
foul on Chelmsford.
Being a real gentleman, picked up the flag for the official, handed it to him.
3 minutes and 56 seconds, fourth quarter of action. And great night weather-wise.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful night here. On the field as well as in the stands.
Red Sox have won. The
right.
Lions are going to win. So
Big Poppy with a home run, walk-off home run in the 10th.
Ranger 39-yard line. It's an automatic first down.
First down for the Rangers. They've taken the ball out to the 39, their own 39-yard line.
They have a first down.
The Chelmsford High School TV crew has done its usual excellent job. They cover this game from start to finish with multiple cameras. The kids do a great job working, and Tom Peterson doing a great job with them. McLean, the ball carrier,
Matt McLean on the carries.
close to a first down up to the 50-yard line.
Well, we see a lot of new Lions in there.
We like to call the new numbers, but it's almost impossible.
I see, here's a replay. It's a trap. Good yardage.
Mike Lane is in there, number 93.
I saw number 3, Rob Russo, as a safety.
Yeah.
Number 29, another defensive back, Greg Kidd.
Virtually every play now, new people are coming in,
Right.
so it's very difficult to get them all. 3 minutes, 15 seconds.
Mike Lane, number 93, at defensive end. They're coming right at him.
And he's
Mike's
rushed and almost picked off. Nice catch in there
by Duggan. Good
By
tackle by Chris O'Neill.
Duggan did a nice job, and that was almost picked off out there.
All right. Here's the replay, and let's see who almost picked it off.
Marco Mobono, I believe, was one of them.
Mobono,
there.
yep. That's the name.
So first and 10 for Methuen.
Number 20, yes, Mark Mobono. All right.
This has been a very rapidly paced second half.
Nose guard number 91, Mike Demmons, is in there.
Methuen still operating with their first unit. It's another toss, and running wide to the right. Looked like a clip out there on
Very
one
close.
of the Lions.
Yep.
Number 24 is the ball carrier. That is Jamie Fielding.
New ball carrier for the Rangers. It's the first time we've called his name tonight.
He picks up a first down. So Methuen's piling up
here's
some
the
first
replay.
down
It's a
yardage.
Sweep left, shows good speed. Thought we had a clip right there by Jazokis.
I thought that was for sure a clip, but as you said before, the officials know what the score of the football game is too.
Right.
And that's not, I'm not trying to degrade the job that they're doing. It's intelligence. Just don't want people to get hurt, that's all. Ball is on the 29-yard line, and we have a timeout by Methuen.
30-second timeout, I think the coaches called it. The alignment may not have been exactly what he wanted.
Methuen, Chelmsford, we're in Methuen tonight.
We got they're going to come out throwing here, no? Dazokis up the middle.
And nice tackle in the play by the Lions. Number 54, one of the Lions there.
54.
Doug Mondello. Pickup of 5 on the play. It'll be a 2nd and 5. And we're going to have the 2-minute warning. Howie, the Lions have had, let's face it, they have, after Lowell, they've had Drake, a good football team, Methuen, not so good a football team, and a team, Haverhill, next week that struggling a little bit.
Right, I think the Lions will have to step it up a little bit for next week. Haverhill's a little bit above Methuen,
Yes,
I believe.
they are. Yep, they've beaten Methuen, and I think they can play some football. And coming through, nice initial hit.
Number 25?
25 or 6.
Tom Liedberg? I think it's number 25.
It is, yep.
25, Tom Liedberg.
Nice job by Tom.
All right, Tom, here he is, penetrated well, fought off a block, and the man just slipped out of his grasp. Nice job, though.
Nice job to fight that block off,
Yes,
but
he
still
did.
hold on.
Yep.
3rd and 5 for the Methuen. They're on the Lion 24-yard line. And then after that, the season really picks up with St. John's Prep and Lawrence Central and Andover.
And Tewksbury.
Tewksbury, Billerica.
So Tewksbury's always a battle, even though you never know. Tewksbury always comes to play Chelmsford.
And it's in Tewksbury, and they seem to play better over there.
Yeah. A couple of Saturday afternoon games.
That's right.
Option.
And a nice fake toss to the outside. Ball carrier still on his feet.
Number 24.
That's Fielding.
Jamie Fielding.
Fielding's had a nice fourth quarter here.
At the Chelmsford 9-yard line, that's another Ranger first down.
So the Rangers are on the 9-yard line, first and goal, and 1 minute, 1 second to play in this football game. Methuen trying to knock one more into the end zone.
Here they go. We'll see. It's under a minute here.
I think they're going to take my 6 down here, possibly. That's
no.
not good.
No, we'll see.
Come on, defense, keep them out of that end zone.
You don't have Jazokas, so you don't have McLean in there. It's the option again.
Wrapped up. Kubiak down to the 2-yard line.
Very close. Yeah.
Nice job by Kubiak there.
Brings the ball down to the 1-yard line.
He's a nice-looking little quarterback. He does a nice job. Here's the replay of it, the speed option, and he plants and cuts back up inside, and just about short of the goal line, a couple of yards short.
Time for maybe a play or two, 15 seconds.
I think you see Kubiak maybe on a sneak. There's a big hole right over center there.
He's going to keep it.
No,
he hands it off and stacked up short at the moment. He's not going to get in.
That was an interesting play.
Wow.
He turned around and handed to his fullback, but it looked like he wanted to take it out of his hands.
And that could be the football game, and it is. They don't score, they don't get it in.
Okay.
The game is going to end on that last play. So the Lions are going to be victorious for the 3rd week in a row, 35-6. Howie, your thoughts tonight?
I think Methuen was overmatched. I think we felt that coming in a pregame. The Lions played well. They showed a couple of different wrinkles. They still continue to throw the ball well. They ran well. A couple of places we got sloppy and stopped ourselves when we could have put it away earlier. But outside of that, I think the Lions played a real sound game. Defensively, we got to be concerned about our pass defense again. But we had an interception. Greg Carilla had one. Matt Sheridan had one. Andy Everly had one. So things are starting to gel.
And the Lions came out of it with what appears to be very healthy. Eddie Rich with 3 touchdown passes. Bobby Gill 2 running touchdowns. So the Lions did what they had to do. They came down here to Methuen. You're right. They played an overmatched football team, but they very efficiently did the job.
Yes.
And good victory for the Lions tonight. We're going to wrap it up from Nicholson Stadium. Tomorrow, next week, rather, the Lions will travel to Haverhill. If you get a chance to come on down to Haverhill and root the Lions on, they're 3-0 in the Merrimack Valley. For Howie Neal, for Ronna Berman, who's done her usual great job, this is Bruce Byam. For everybody in the truck, thank you for watching, and we'll see you next week from Haverhill.